There's something a little bit different about this video, right? So yes, my face will now be in all of my videos from here on out. My friend Levi, shout out to Levi, talked me into getting this PS5 camera, which I've been wanting to get a camera for a while now so that I can have my face in my videos. Well, here I am. So eventually I get a nicer camera, but this PS5 camera is not too bad. It's got HD quality, and I can at least have my face on screen. So yeah, so from here on out, you'll be seeing my face in all my videos, this beautiful, handsome face here. But today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. By the way, before I get there, I do want to talk about the positioning of my face on the video. So for today's video, I have a medium size frame here. As you can see, my face is on the right side of the screen, but obviously when I'm doing some gameplay, that can be a little distracting. So in most of my, actually I should say in all of my gameplay videos, it'll be a smaller box and my face will be down in the middle towards the bottom. So that's also where I'll probably be, obviously if I'm playing during my streams on YouTube, that's where I'm going to be. So for this video though, it's a little different. Today I'm going to be talking about my loadouts, the guns that I use. So since I'm not in gameplay, my camera will be there. So yeah, I'm very excited to have a camera now, to have my face in the video. This is kind of like an introductory video to me having my face in the video. So like I said, we're going to talk about loadouts, the loadouts that I use. Obviously everyone has their own opinion and their own loadouts that they use. Primary weapons, secondary weapons, even perks, lethals, tacticals, everyone uses something different. And honestly, Warzone is in a very beautiful place right now to where most of the guns are, I shouldn't say balanced, but there's no like true overpowered gun right now, so everyone's using all kinds of guns. When you kill someone, you'll always see something different, which is, I think it's a nice thing. Instead of everyone using the same overpowered gun, DMR zone. I know all of y'all know about that if you play Warzone. So as you can see, my favorited loadout here is the AMAX, which in my opinion is a very viable gun. It's very good, medium to long distance. It's just a great gun. The time to kill is really fast. The recoil does kind of suck, but once you learn that recoil pattern, it's a great gun. So as you can see, I bought the don't judge me, I do buy skins and guns and like that, stuff like that if I have some money, or I get a lot of gift cards for like my birthday, Christmas, stuff like that. So I did use a gift card to buy this one. So I don't drop a lot of cash in Call of Duty or in Warzone. So when I do, it's probably something I really like, or something that I think if I'm going to use a gun a lot, it's worth the money. So shout out to Rob and Alicia. I got a gift card from them for Christmas and I used it for this, so it was really cheap. Anyway, so I got this AMAX here. Let's take a look at it. It's a Shadow Realm blueprint. It's got the shadow tracer rounds, so the bullets look real cool. So here we are. This is probably the typical loadout you're gonna see that most people use. I use a monolithic suppressor, of course. Adds sound suppression so you're not seen on the map, and then also it includes increased damage range. So I use that. I also use for the barrel the XRK Zodiac. That's the best barrel for this gun. Increases damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control. For the optic, I use a VLK. Some people don't use optics. I personally like to use an optic because, like I said, I use this gun mainly medium to long range. So using the 3x optic, it's easier to see your enemies. For the underbarrel, I use Commando foregrip. It helps with vertical and horizontal recoil. So I use that, and then I use a 45 round mags. Obviously for Warzone, whether you're playing solos up to quads, you want to have a high capacity magazine. So that's that. That's the AMAX. And like I said, it's a typical AMAX you're going to see people using. For my secondary right now, like I said, all the guns are pretty much, I shouldn't say equal, but obviously there's still some guns that are better than others. But we're in a place right now where there's a lot of viable guns. So I'm actually trying this gun out. This is kind of new for me, the AK-74U. It's from Black Ops Cold War. I almost have it maxed out, level 52. I'm almost there. So I don't have all the attachments. There's only one attachment that I'm missing, but let me show you guys anyways. This is actually a blueprint called the Armadillo blueprint that I have here. So for attachments, I have the Grease Suppressor. Black Ops Cold War attachments are obviously different from the Modern Warfare guns. But pretty much this Grease suppressor, or whatever, the last suppressor that you unlock is like the monolithic suppressor, right? So increase damage range, you get sound suppression from it. For the barrel, I use the last barrel that you can get, which is a 10.3 task force. Increase damage, increase damage range, and increase bullet velocity. For the ammunition, I use a 50-round drum mag. Some people will ask, well, why don't you use a 50-round fast mag? It doesn't really make a huge difference in terms of the reload time, reload speed. And I guess there's been studies that showed that the 50-round drum, when you have that attached, the ADS is a little faster, which is aim down sight. So I use that. For the rear grip, this is the attachment that I am missing. I'm one level away, actually just half a level. If you look up at the top right, I'm almost there. I need the GRU elastic wrap, which adds aim down sight time, flinch resistance, and aim while going prone. And right now I'm using the serpent wrap, which just adds ADS. And then lastly, for the stock, I'm using the Spetsnaz PKM stock. Increases your shooting movement speed and also your aim walking movement speed. So that is the AK-74. Like I said, I just need that GRU elastic wrap. I'm almost there. In my opinion, it's a pretty viable gun. I'm able to kill people pretty fast with it. Let's go to the PKM. That's another viable gun. So I went over everything on this first loadout because this is my favorite loadout. I'm not really going to go too in-depth with the rest of my loadouts, but I'll still talk about them. PKM is a pretty good LMG. In my opinion, probably the best LMG. This one in the Bruin. But I like the PKM a little bit better. So I use the PKM. I think it's the stronger with the damage. So I use the PKM. Quick look at my attachments. Like I said, I'm not going to go too into depth with it. The secondary, though, I will go in depth because this is another secondary that I use a lot. And like I said, I'm just trying something new with the AK-74. I was using the MAC a lot. I kind of got tired of it. But what I will say is I still use it here and there. What I like about it really is it's such a light gun and you can move extremely fast through the map with this gun. So let's go through the attachments on this. I have the Gallantry blueprint on it. It's just a nice looking blueprint. Makes the gun look real nice. I got it on the battle pass towards, I think, level 99 or something like that, towards the end. For attachments. So I don't use a muzzle on this one just because I feel like with the other attachments that I have on besides the muzzle, you can only have 5 attachments, really helps me move extremely fast. And you only use this gun really when you're up close, obviously, and there's no need to be invisible on the map when you're battling people like right in their face. So let's start off with the barrel. I use the 5.9-inch task force, the last barrel that you can get. Increase damage range, increase bullet velocity. Under barrel, I use a striker grip, which, the field agent grip is comparable to the commando grip in Modern Warfare guns. The thing is, and I know everyone really knows about it already, but I'll talk about it briefly here, is some of the attachments from Black Ops Cold War are broken. So the striker grip, actually, studies have shown that it has the best recoil control for this gun. And it's nice because it comes with the blueprint anyway, so I got that cool looking little grip there. So the striker grip is key for this gun. It's pretty crazy. If you look on the bottom left, the mobility on this gun is literally off the charts. Look at the green bar; it goes off the damn chart. So this gun, you can move crazy fast with this gun. Ammunition, I use the 53-round fast mag, a little bit of a quicker reload time because the reload for this gun when you empty the magazine is ridiculous. I mean, it sucks. It takes forever. So if you can have a little bit of a faster reload, and like I said, it's lighter, you can move real quick with it as opposed to the drum mag. So I use this fast mag here. For the grip, I use the serpent wrap. It adds ADS. Some people use the airborne elastic wrap. There's nothing really wrong with that. I just prefer the serpent wrap. There's only one con on it, as you can see, minus sprint to fire time, as opposed to the elastic wrap. It decreases sprint to fire time and also shooting move speed. So I use a serpent wrap. And then lastly, for the stock, I use this SAS combat stock. It increases your shooting movement speed and also your aim walking movement speed. So that is the MAC-10 Cold War Black Ops gun. Like I said, when I'm on crackhead mode, want to go crackhead speed, this is a gun I use. I can move super fast with this gun. The GRA, obviously, it's a gun that's never going to go out of style. At one point this was the meta. I still love it. I'll use it here and there, but that's the GRA. Quick look at my attachments. Again, I'm not going to go too into depth here. So that's the GRA. And then MP5, this is the Modern Warfare MP5. Keep an eye out because in the future I will make a video about the Black Ops Cold War MP5, which I have at level 33. Let me get that a little maxed out more, but apparently this gun is really good as well. So it's actually, it possibly is the best SMG, you know, along with the MAC-10. It's probably like a 1A, 1B type deal, but both of those guns will be really good. Like I said, I'm only using the AK-74 right now because it's a little different, and I personally like the way it feels, and I think it's a really viable gun. I've gotten some pretty crazy kills with it, so I'm gonna roll with the AK-74 for now. But I will be building up this MP5 in Black Ops Cold War very shortly here. So this might be the gun that you guys will be seeing me using in the near future. So that's that Black Ops MP5. But let's go back to the Modern Warfare MP5. You know, this is another gun that was the meta at one time. A lot of people still use it, and I think it's a great gun. Mainly because you can hip fire with this gun like crazy. You don't really need the ADS if you're fighting someone real up close because of the attachment. So let's dive into it. Do I have a blueprint for this one? Yeah, I have the Banisher blueprint. I don't know why it's not showing on the screen. It's like invisible. There it is. Banisher blueprint, which it has the shadow tracer rounds as well. So the bullets look real cool now when you're shooting them. So for the attachments, I use the monolithic suppressor. I'm sorry, for the barrel, monolithic integral suppressor. Increases sound suppression, increases bullet velocity. Some people use for their muzzle the monolithic suppressor, but I prefer this one because it gives you an extra slot to put an attachment, because this is a barrel, but it's also a suppressor at the same time. This is what I was talking about in terms of the hip fire. Put the Merc 4 grip on this thing, and you can Merc people. So I use a Merc 4 grip. Ammunition, 45 round mags, of course. You know, you need a high capacity magazine. This for the laser is the 5 milliwatt laser, which also helps with your hip fire. That's, you know, this along with the Merc 4 grip makes this gun crazy in terms of shooting hip fire. You don't really need the ADS. And then lastly, these two attachments, so I'm gonna go back and forth with them. I use the F-Tac collapsible mainly because I got so used to the MAC-10 and like how fast I could move around the map with it that when I used the MP5 without the collapsible, I felt that I was moving slow. So I put the F-Tac collapsible on it, and I felt like I was moving, you know, obviously faster. But what I was talking about is you can either switch between this F-Tac collapsible or perk sleight of hand. So you won't have a stock, you'll just have like the basic stock. I'll show you guys here with the sleight of hand, just to increase your reload speed when you're in those close engagements. So it's either that, you can't go wrong with that, or the F-Tac collapsible, but I'm gonna stick with the F-Tac collapsible for now. So that's that. This is a really fun loadout here, guys. I love this loadout. This is the FFAR with the Car 98K. I mainly use this loadout for solos and duos, but you know, when I just want to have fun with the guys, I'll use it in trios and quads as well. It's not as effective just because, you know, you're running into a bunch of people. I mean, if you're a hell of a good sniper, then, you know, it doesn't really matter. But personally, I'm like an average sniper. You know, I say it in my gameplay sometimes that I'm the best sniper in the game. Obviously, that's just to hype myself up. I know I'm not the best sniper in the game. I consider myself decent. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. So FFAR, this gun is ridiculous. It's a Black Ops Cold War gun. It's an AR, but a lot of people use it more so like an SMG because it's really only great close to medium range. The recoil is kind of hard to control when you get into the long range. And it also has a high fire rate. So this gun, though, I'm telling you, it's filthy, it's nasty. I think I posted a video a couple videos back showing just how ridiculous this gun is. And if you guys didn't know, it actually got like kind of a secret buff on this last update. They increased the bullet velocity even more with a certain attachment, which actually I don't even think I have it equipped right now. So let's do that while I'm here. So FFAR, here are the attachments. You have the agency suppressor. For the muzzle, like I said, that's kind of like the monolithic. I have the 19.5 task force barrel. This is what I'm going to change though. So supposedly with the Ranger, which it shows, you know, the only pro that it does is it increases bullet velocity. The task force does a bunch of other things. However, I guess with the Ranger barrel, excuse me, the bullet velocity on this last update got even more faster. It got buffed. So I'm gonna actually throw that on there. So Ranger barrel. Under barrel, like I was talking about with the MAC-10, some of the attachments are broken on these weapons. The bruiser grip, surprisingly, is actually the best grip for this gun in terms of recoil control, even though it only shows that it adds melee quickness. That's not true. It helps with your vertical recoil control, as opposed to the field agent grip, which it does help with vertical and horizontal recoil control, but studies have shown that the bruiser grip is the best underbarrel attachment for this gun. We're going to move on here to the ammunition. Obviously, you want the 50 round fast mag. Like I said, the fire rate on this gun is ridiculous. You'll go through your bullets quickly, so you want to be able to reload that magazine as fast as you can. So this 50 round fast mag is good. And I know I'm not the only one when I'm saying this, but I feel like all the Black Ops Cold War guns, when you empty out the magazine and try to reload that from zero, it takes like ridiculously long. It's so annoying. Sometimes I've actually died a lot of times, emptying out my magazine, going for a reload, and it takes just forever. So you want that fast mag on there. And lastly, you're going to use the Raider stock, which increases your sprint to fire time and your aim walking movement speed. So that is the FFAR for you. Very, very fun gun to use. And it's great to pair with this next gun here, the Kar 98. Kar 98 sniper. Well, it's a marksman rifle, but it's a sniper. So let's look at the attachments for that. I have the black tie affair, whatchamacallit, blueprint on this. Looks real clean, all blacked out. So for attachments, and I actually recently switched this up. I used to run, I think it was stippled grip tape, and now studies have shown that with the precision comb, I don't know if it was like a recent change or something, but it really showed that your strafing, meaning when you're ADSing or you got aim down sight when you're zooming in on somebody, slows down quite significantly with this attachment. So meaning you'll zoom in, you don't even need to hold your breath with this gun. It won't move. So we'll start off there. So the STVOL precision comb for the stock. Optic, I use a sniper scope. For the laser, use a tack laser, which increases your ADS, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. For the barrel, use the longest barrel, increases damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. And lastly, the muzzle, of course, the monolithic suppressor, increases damage range and adds some sound depression so you're hidden on the map. Especially as a sniper, you want that, right? Because you're shooting people from afar. So that is the Kar 98K. So yeah, this gun, in my opinion, is the best and most fun sniper to use. So yeah, FFAR, Kar 98, great combo there. This one right here, it says AR ammo ghost. This is how I get my ghost when I'm using, when I get my second loadout. So I just have the M4 there because I have fully loaded on it. It's also a fairly viable late game loadout. If I die and then I come back late game, there's that free loadout. I'm sitting there, I'll pick this one up so that I'm ghosted, and then I have this M4 with full ammo. So that is, I'm not going to go into depth into this class. And then I just have this was a pack actually back on the 4th of July 2020. Got this beautiful looking M4. It has tracer rounds. The bullets are red, white, and blue. Same with this dual, I think, what pistol is this? Renetti. Yeah, dual Renettis. So that's that. I'm not gonna go into the attachments. These are just the attachments that come with the gun. So dual Renetti. I am gonna talk about my perks, lethal and tactical, here in a second. AK-47. This is the Modern Warfare AK-47. I was using this gun for a while. The damage is high on this gun. It's a fun gun to use. It's comparable to the AMAX, CR56 AMAX. But right now the AMAX is just better. The AK-47, I was just getting tired of my gun, so I just wanted to switch it up. And this gun was actually a pretty viable gun. It still is. I got the Master Adventure blueprint for this. This is actually pretty cool. You had to go online and do a couple, it was like a survey or something. I can't remember. It was something that I had to do online to get this special blueprint. So a lot of people probably don't even have this blueprint, but it's a really cool looking blueprint. Those are the attachments that I have for this gun. I'm not going to go into depth, but it's a pretty viable gun, AK-47. Next here, I got the Krig 6. This is a Black Ops Cold War assault rifle, which I did get this blueprint. I did buy it because I thought it looked really cool. It's got the skull on it and everything, as you can see. But honestly, the more and more that I use the gun, I'm hoping that they're gonna buff this gun a little bit because it is a cool gun to use. It's just, I feel like it just doesn't hit hard. I feel like I'm be beaming people and I don't down them or kill them, and I'm just like, what the hell? And then sometimes I feel like it does. So I don't know. It's a weird gun. There's a lot of people that use this gun, but I don't know. It's a weird gun. I think I need to use it more, maybe, or hopefully, like I said, to get like a little buff on it. I don't know. I feel like the bullet velocity is just slow on it, and I tried 2 attachments on the barrel, one that increases bullet velocity and one that doesn't, and it just feels the same. So anyways, those are my attachments for this gun. As you can see, I got the bruiser grip, same thing that I was talking about with the broken attachment. It's actually the best grip. But it's just a cool looking gun. So crap, I accidentally reset reset my attachments there. But I'm hoping that this gun gets like secretly buffed or something, because it's a fun gun to use. Just doesn't hit hard enough for my liking. This is an M4. M4 is, you know, the old trustworthy gun that will just never go out of style. It's always going to be good. So I already kind of went over it on my Ghost class here, but the only difference is instead of fully loaded, I rock a VLK. So sometimes I'll use this gun. It's a great gun. This is my random spot when I'm trying to build guns up. Right now I just have the M13 on there. I don't know why. With the Jamadi, which I want to build this gun up as well in Black Ops. This gun's a pretty good gun if you want to have a class that you automatically have ghosts with. This is a good secondary to have. That gun's ridiculous. I love picking it up as ground loot in Warzone. So like right off the rip, it's a great gun to have. So this is just my random class. And lastly, I have my sniper AX50. You know, I've really geared towards the car, because at one point the car actually got nerfed and then they buffed it again. So the car is, in my opinion, the most viable sniper because of the quickness of the ADS. You can really kill multiple people, you know, if you're hitting those headshots fast with this Car 98. The sniper, excuse me, all the snipers have a slower ADS, even though I did build this AX50 to have a pretty quick ADS. I don't know, I just love that car. So I'll show my AX50 setup here. I have a beautiful blueprint on this gun called White Light. As you can see, it just looks mean. It looks like a stormtrooper gun from Star Wars. But you know, obviously monolithic, longest barrel. Got the tack laser as well, just like my car. I got the SynGuard Arms Assassin stock for increased ADS, and then I got the stippled grip tape for increased ADS, because you know all those snipers, whether it's Black Ops, Cold War, Modern Warfare, have a very slow ADS. So I feel like I need to use this sniper soon. Actually, I kind of miss it. It's a fun sniper to use. The damage on this is just crazy. You know, I'm able to really one-shot people pretty well, but you know, in all honesty, if you're using a sniper, you should be hitting those headshots anyway. So like I said, Car 98 is my go-to. So real quick, I'm gonna go over perks. Like I said in the beginning of the video, everyone has their own opinion in terms of what guns they want to use, what attachments they want to use. I'm just showing you guys what I use. This in no means is a video showing the best setups. This is just what I like to use. So perks, I use EOD for my perk 1. Overkill, obviously, for your first loadout, you're going to get overkill, so you have your primary and secondary weapon. Whether you're running a sniper with the FFAR, or if you're running an AR with the SMG, you know, you're going to want to have overkill. And then lastly, I like to use amped. You're able to swap your weapons way quicker. That comes in handy when you're in those battles with multiple opponents. And then that's why I have that ghost loadout. So on the second loadout, I pick up this one, drop both of these weapons. I'll pick back up these two weapons, but now I'll have a ghost for my perk. So now I have both of my guns with ghost, and then you're good to go. And then for my lethal, God, I know everyone agrees with me on this one. I miss the C4, man. Being able to just chuck that thing 100 yards, it was so much fun. You know, blowing up cars, helicopters. It was really fun, but you know, that was a long time ago. They got rid of that. They nerfed it, so now when you toss a C4, it's like freaking throwing a 200-pound explosive. It barely goes anywhere. So most people now use the Semtex. That is my personal choice. Other viable lethals are the thermite, frag, you know, but for me, I just like that Semtex. I like how it sticks on. And then for tactical, I really like using that heartbeat sensor. It's very useful in terms of just knowing if there's people there. You know, obviously if they're ghosted, they're not going to pop up on there. But early game, this thing's very useful, heartbeat sensor. And also towards the end, if someone came back and they don't have their ghost, then you know it's very useful. I've won a lot of games and won a lot of fights because of this heartbeat sensor. So I use that. And I think that's going to wrap up my loadouts, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And again, I'm really happy to have a camera now. You guys can see my face. And that's that. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Peace.